And with this, we come to the end of part 2. Congratulations on coming this far. Well done. I'm sure it wasn't an easy task, especially if that was your first course into Linux. There's a lot to learn and a lot to practice. Here's a quick overview of what we've covered so far. We started by having a very quick look at Kali, its graphical interface, and how we can tune it and customize it to our liking. Then we had a look at some basic commands that help us navigate the system. Copy files, create files, copy directories, create directories, and so on. We also saw how we can add and remove software. What's particularly of importance to us was how we can install software that is not found in Kali repositories. So if it's a third-party software, how can you download and install it? Then we looked at some archiving and compression options. We played around with wildcards and we did some cool tricks. Then we learned how to get help, read manual files, find out what commands we need to use when we're stuck. And that all was part 1. Part 2, we got even more technical. We looked at some basic network configuration. And that was necessary because we need that information when we're dealing with services. We looked at how we can start and stop services and configure services such as SSH and HTTP, and how we can use those to upload and download files to remote machines. Then we looked at users and groups, how we can control users, how we can add and remove them, how we can join them into groups, and how we can then give permissions to particular users or groups on particular files. What was also of importance to us is how we can change a file into an executable. Following that, we looked at processes, running instances of program and how we can manage those, how we can stop them, start them, pause them, background them, and so on. And last but not least, we looked at some redirection and piping, and we had some fun with piping. We saw how we can chain commands together to get some neat results. You've been working really hard by getting this far. So now I suggest you go take a quick break before we move into parts 3 and 4. Go get some rest, have a cup of coffee, meet some friends, go out, get a change, and then come back feeling refreshed. Because in the following parts, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be very interesting. Part 3, I'm going to actually show you how I created one of the targets for you. I'm talking about the target for the Web Applications Fundamentals course. I'm going to show you exactly how I created that target. And then I'm going to show you how after you hack that target, you can use the same skills that we learned here in this course to achieve your objective and complete your mission. And then part 4 is where it gets very interesting. I've built up a Linux machine for you to hack. And you're going to definitely be able to do that using the skills that you learned in this course. You're not even going to need everything you learned in this course. Only some particular sections that I find are very important to familiarize yourself with. So if you're finding any difficulties hacking into that machine, go back to the course, review some sections that you think might help you out, and then try again. I'm sure you're going to get it. So once you're done with your break, come back and let's hack some stuff.